Hello, are you an emerging leader or a middle-level manager in leadership? And at meetings, you've always felt that people don't listen to what you say, or you are most often invincible at meetings, or you stumble on your words. Welcome, this is for you. My name is Dr. Ayo Adenuga. I'm a Maxwell trained leadership coach, speaker, and trainer. I'm here to equip you and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. So we'll talk about speak with more clarity to gain your executive presence. Now, I'll just say two things quickly. When you're speaking, you build confidence through having something to say and saying it with clarity. Having something to say and saying it with what? Clarity. You say it well. So I'll share 4 tips on how to speak with more clarity. One, you need to fill up your vocabulary bucket so that you won't often be stuck with what to say, right? The more you have good vocabulary, within your bucket, the more you're able to pull from it and either speak verbally or even write emails. So guess what? You have to increase your sophistication with the level of English language in your vocabulary to speak intelligently, eloquently. You can do this through reading and through listening. And even sometimes you can use support from Grammarly that will provide you different languages. And when you're writing emails, there are sometimes that you can put synonyms and they'll give you other words that you can use rather than using the same words every time. Two, remove unnecessary info. What is the main point you have to make? So you have to know what you want to say, the reason why you're saying it, and that is the why. Why is it important, and what is the next steps? So remove unnecessary things, unnecessary story. In executive leadership, when you are talking to C-suite people, you want to go straight to the point and make sure that articulated correctly. The third thing, right, is communicate one thought at a time. Don't jumble things together. Start with one thought at a time and say it. Say it clearly, and then you can ask any questions from that. Don't be so caught up that I have to finish all the things I have to say, not necessarily, because what you're looking at is quantity and not quality. When you're speaking with people, that determines if you're going to go up the ladder. You need to speak with confidence and one thought at a time. The fourth thing that I'm going to talk about is focus on the main points, right? You don't, and sometimes we mumble and jumble, and it often happens when we are distracted, when we are anxious, when we are nervous. It's okay to be anxious and nervous. That's why you have to have your inner self, and we'll talk about that in future, where you can build confidence from the inside. But today, I want to say, when you're focusing on a thought at a time and you focus on the main point, what you can do is to take a pause. There's a power in pausing, Pause. You talk, you take a pause, you allow people to take it in, then you go to the next point. You can repeat a question. For instance, if you are asked, so what was your project about? You could repeat it. Oh, what my project was about. Last week, I achieved, since we met last week, these are the things that we've done through the project. The project is important because it solved this problem. This is what we've done so far, and this is the next step. And so you could always take a pause and then allow people to ask questions and you go to the next one. The thing about also speaking with clarity is reading and speaking with active recall. You can always read the room and see what is happening. So you know when to stop when people are looking confused. You can ask questions and or clarify what you've said once. Don't clarify it so many times because that means that you're not even sure what you're saying. You've clarified what you've said. And sometimes when somebody says something, you can also summarize what the person has said, articulate it completely and properly so that you know that you can hear them and you can respond with clarity. Because sometimes when we don't understand what the other person is saying, we end up responding with mumble jumble and we don't really actually touch the point. And you can ask, did I answer your questions or were you asking something else? So thank you for listening. Again, how to speak with more clarity and confidence, expand your vocabulary of words. 2, remove unnecessary gaps from what you're saying, remove filler words, give important takeaways. 3, communicate a thought at a time, right? Be aware, take a pause when you're talking. 4, focus on the main points. Why is it important? What are you doing? What is the next steps? And the 5th one is reading the room and recalling with active voice. Always be active in the room and be focused. So thank you for listening. Again, this is Ayo Adenuga. If you're joining for the first time, please subscribe, share, like. If you've been here all the time, thank you for always staying by. Please, again, continue to subscribe, comment, like. It just helps the algorithm and makes things go to the next person. So bye. Cheers.